Yo, Jason Kelce woke up on Tuesday like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Your boy think about spending a block. What? Can you believe it? Fletcher Cox is standing on business by this boy, Nick Sirianni. What? Get the... Yo, it's crazy what's going on over here, bro. I'm wilding out. These vets, they give me that energy. And, oh, yeah, happy Thursday. We're going to get into a few things, man. Flock up or flock off. Not you. You stick around because it's about to go down. You know, flock with the most energetic entity in the Eagleverse. Can you smell what the flock is cooking? Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm trying to feign this excitement because there's, like, I mean, you know what? This is an exciting time to be an Eagles fan. I know this past season wasn't quite what we expected it to be, but you know what? I'm just hyped about the Eagles all the time, bro. I can't help myself, man. And this guy right here, man, y'all got to put some respect on this man's name. Like, it's possible for it. You know what? Let's get the Nets keeping out of the way. Let's keep the maniac thing. Please like and subscribe. If you about that fly, Eagles fly. Drop a comment in that box if you flying with the flock. Let's fly. Do remember, join that maniac thing. Don't even hit that bell. You get a bing whenever I'm on this YouTube thing. Let's fly. And while that's the maniac thing, let's keep the main thing. Hope this video finds you in good vibes, good tides. If you're not there, hope this helps you get there because we're about to go there. Oh, yeah. Let's have some flocking fun, y'all. We're here for this therapy session on a Thursday, Hurts Day. You know what? Started off with Hurts Day. You know what? Thursday, Hurts Day. I mean, but you know what? There's a few things that happened in the past days. Let's get into that first. You know what? Jason Kelce, we were all a bit premature out here, but he said on his podcast that, you know, he never said anything about this. Even my boy Goto Flacco hit me up. He said, yo, bro, you saw the way he was talking to Stalin, bro. That's retirement right there. And you know what? I still haven't seen it yet because it's been hard for me to go back and look at anything about that game in any way, shape, form whatsoever because, you know, the wound is still fresh. Dude, and I got this app called The Score, bro. And, you know, I check it out for other scores, other games, other teams, and all kinds of things like that. And last season, you know, the whole time, you know, whenever it pops up, because I got my favorite teams highlighted, just kept popping up, you know, we lost to the Chiefs. The whole damn offseason, I got to see that. But, you know, like, it is what it is. We made it to the Super Bowl. It was a little good. But today was the first time I hopped in the app, and I'm like, bro, that score, that just looks crazy to have to see that because at least that was 38-35. You know, we put up a good fight. No, Ellis and L is going to feel the same way regardless, right? But I mean, 32-9. I'm going to have to see that the whole damn offseason unless I delete the Eagles as a favorite. And I'm not doing that because that's karmatic, right? I don't know what the flock that is. Regardless of what, man. You got a whole bunch going on. Jason Kelce talking about he's spending a block. They asked Fletcher Cox. Well, he might. And I mean, though, when you think about it, you look at him, he's still at the top of his game. This is not just a Pro Bowler. This dude was voted first team All Pro. That's top of the tops. That's best center in the league type stuff right there. So you know what? Why not finish that? Why not leave step off at the top? Not to mention, got a bit more insight because, you know, a lot of us out here, a lot of the times we're looking at it 3rd and 2. We're like, why are we not pulling off the tush push, bro? 2 in a row. Let's flock and go. What are we doing here? However, I believe it was brought to light. I know if it was during this podcast or he was being interviewed by someone in the Philadelphia media. Regardless of what, he's saying that just whenever he heard that call and you see him, he's so damn hype after they get it. You're like, yo, he loves this play. But regardless, you know what? We're hearing that whenever that play is ran, he hears that number called for that play to come and he's thinking to himself, FML, flock my life. PHML? Yeah, regardless, you know, he's not feeling the play the way we thought he was feeling the play, and it causes a lot. I could imagine pain, stress, pressure, whatever you want to call it. He's going through it. And another thing I heard him speak on was the fact that of course, it's on his head. And I see a lot of these former NFL players because, you know, a lot of them on ESPN now, FS1 and all that. You see when they don't think the camera's on them, some like blinking and like, dude, like, it's got to be rough. And it's heavy on his head, you know, especially being an offensive lineman playing deep into his 30s. Whatever research he's done has led him to believe that, you know, that could lend itself to further brain damage and I imagine CTE and things of that sort. While they laugh it off, it's a very serious thing. We've seen some guys who go through some very serious events post-football career, rather. So I do not dissuade him of looking into it in that light. You know what? We wish him health no matter what. It would be great to have him back, but you know what? It would be great to have him forever. You know what I mean? It would be great to have him for a long time, for a long life, and to have him, you know, I know it's ripping me apart, my fandom and then my humanism, you know what I mean? Me being a human, you know, it's weird. Being a maniac also, so, you know, wishing the best, and no matter what he does, man, and we're going to leave that right there because now I'm starting to spin and I'm getting dizzy over here. So we got that going on. Not to mention Fletcher Cox was asked about Sirianni and how he felt about him being fired or something like that. He went to flock off. I believe it was Mike. Who was it? He went off on one of them Philly reporters. He let him have it, which leads me to believe that like he gives no flocks anymore. He's out the door talking crazy. So that makes me believe that he might be getting up out of here, but you never know. Fletcher Cox boxes to the beat of his own drum. I mean, this is a dude that never even watched any football all his life, and he's out here being one of the greatest ever, quite possibly a Hall of Famer. You feel me? Like, I mean, when in this era, it's him and Aaron Donald. When you ask me, now there's a lot of dudes out there in that entire line. Aaron Donald's definitely the top, but there were a few years when it was him, when it was Fletcher Cox and Aaron Donald at the top of that mountain as far as interior defensive linemen go. So, wish him the best no matter what he does either. And, the wound was fresh the other night, and I'm over here saying bye to every damn body. Sounds like DeAndre Swift is out the door. Like, there's going to be a lot of moving parts. Just poke my beak and open my eagle eye and all that. We can't even see. Oh, there's an eagle eye right there. Yeah. Regardless of whom or what, and we go with that. Listen to a little bit of Dan Sileo, and he's talking how this thing may be spinning. It's going to be a lot of moving parts going on this off season. So, the last team is never like the new team, and we know how that thing goes. Got to get to meet a whole lot of new guys. A lot of people, I've even heard people question Howie. I've heard, checking the sports take earlier, heard my boy Tone DeShills talking crazy, like Howie Roseman, he's big into self-preservation, and I mean, aren't we all? Got a lot of ego going on in there, don't we all? And that he does things more so for the benefit and the self-preservation of himself, and for the benefit of himself, and that's it. And I'm like, wait, what the it's okay. We got to pump the brakes a little bit right there. I was riding with you for a few of those things, but you're talking about just solely for the benefit of himself. The man got us. He was part of getting us our first Super Bowl in history, and it's just crazy how quick we forget, how quick we put on the blinders. That's what I'm here for, to help us flip the pillow. Cool the flock out. I get it. This did not go the way we expected to go, but this is general manager. We want longevity. We want sustained success, much like I was talking about the other day. And albeit you're going to have some bumps in the road in this thing, it's very hard to get to 2 Super Bowls in a row. Not to mention the loser out of the Super Bowl very rarely doesn't do that, and it's hard. You hear LaShawn McCoy say it all the time. You hear Archer, all these football players, playoffs, everything. These things are hard to come by. These things aren't easily attainable. Dude, 2 10-win seasons in a row, albeit this is going to ruffle your feathers a bit, but I mean, it's true. Just something that popped in my mind. I haven't seen it going across the Eaglescape, whatever you want to call it, through the Eagleverse so much. And I hate to say it. I don't even want to put it out there because it's just going to be another dart for someone to shoot at us. Regardless of what you probably heard. I thought it, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Let's calm down. I get excited. So, we're the first team, I believe, 2 back-to-back 10-win seasons, not to make it back to the Super Bowl. So you say all that to say that. A lot of people say, at least I was echoing what I've heard other people say as far as it's hard to get back and a lot of teams don't do it, yada, yada, yada. But most of the time when you have 2 back-to-back 10-win seasons, you do at least make it to the Super Bowl. At the very least, let's get back to the NFC Championship. This is just a complete swan dive. We ain't even Eagles in this extent. Like, it was wild what happened, and that's got a lot of people talking, a lot of people going crazy, thinking Sirianni got to get up out of here. I was one of them. Like I said, the one was fresh. It's still a little blood coming out. Regardless of what, I was one of those people. And in the event we do, I was saying Ben Johnson. I couldn't think of the man's name the other day. Not to mention, I want to hear something funny. Fuck it, I'm going to tell y'all anyway. So check it out. I thought the dude was black. His name is Ben Johnson. I am racist. That's horrible. Ben Johnson, whoa, please don't. Oh my gosh, oh God, that's here forever. Hope no one even makes it this far in the video. That's crazy for me to say. Almost like I was hoping that the season would be over the other night. Like, it was just rough watching them all that time. And we're going to have, if ever, you know what? Let's just keep it going. Keep it rolling. Nothing happened. There's nothing to see here. You got that going on. Ben Johnson was one of the guys that I was looking forward to just off the strength of seeing what that Detroit offense has done this season. That's if Nick Sirianni goes. And that's my guy. It's hard to say it. And much like Fletcher Cox says, the flock, is you kidding me? 2 10-win seasons in a row. I believe he's got 37 wins in his first 3. Like, it's wild to even think or want this man out the door. It's crazy, I know, but this is just immediate fan reactions. Not even immediate. I got a few days to think about this, but I mean, it's just rough to see such a precipitous, not even a precipitous, yeah, it was a precipitous drop, but it was also sudden too. It was wild. It's crazy what happened in these last 8 weeks. Oh gosh. So you got that going on. Ben Johnson is one of the guys I looked at because he's not going to come from being a offensive coordinator there and be an offensive coordinator here. He would be moving elsewhere to get a promotion, perhaps a head coaching. No, most likely a head coaching job. You've also got the guy Canales, the dude down there in Tampa Bay, their offensive coordinator. He's a guy who a lot of people feel is responsible for the resurgence of guys like Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield. Not to say that our guy, Jalen Hurts, needs a resurgence. He just had a bad year, but it wouldn't be bad to have a guy like that in his back pocket, in his front pocket, on the side pocket, wherever you want it. Pause. Just to get this thing going back in the right direction. This year was a hiccup. I don't know if it was due to injury, lack of preparedness. Well, not on his behalf, but by the coaching staff, putting him in the right positions. I mean, it was just wild seeing what we saw. I don't know. I probably said this time and time and time again. This may be the 100th time you're hearing this, but it's just crazy to see. And we've seen this time and time again over the last 2 years. The previous year didn't hurt us as much. No, we very rarely saw it the previous year. This year, we saw it a lot. Running the same play twice in a row, 2 empty sets after a run to start the half where we could have tied the game. Wild to me. We've seen back-to-back jet sweeps. Wild to me. What are we doing? You're not putting the dude in a position to succeed. And you've got guys like Bart Scott out here in New York talking crazy like he's not like, Hurts is not like that. He's not like the Burrows and the Allens and the who else? He said he's more like a Purdy, and I'm like, oh, he's not like the Lamar Jacksons, and of course that's the one I don't want to snatch on to, because I mean, like you look at Lamar Jackson without Monken last year, he looked crazy out there. You look at Jalen Hurts with Shane Steichen, MVP candidate. Coaching counts. Coaching matters, y'all. Like, I don't care what you want to say. People are saying like, oh, you look at Josh Allen, you look at Mahomes. How did you forget this guy's name? You look at these guys. You look at Burrow. Burrow's not trash his first year, but he wasn't like that his first year. And some things, he ain't never changed his coaching scheme. So you know what? He's had a bit of stability in his career, and he's had a precipitous uptick. I guess that's my word of the day today, right? You've got we know. Come on, bro. You know Justin Herbert is crazy talented. Just doesn't have the right coaching over there. Shane Steichen, Jalen Hurts, MVP candidate. That stuff doesn't just go away, bro. Like sometimes it does though. You look at guys like Derek Carr, but there were so many things involved with that. I mean, look at what the kid had to go through, Derek Carr, as far as coaching. What I believe he had like 7 different coaches, 7-year career, probably more. It's wild. Regardless of what I say, all of that to say this: we need to get off this dude Hurts back, bro. Hold this dude down. We're riding with him. We have no choice. He's going to be here for the next 4 years, and we just need to get the... And there goes Fletcher Cox talking crazy, and that's what I got. And you got, the dude, the intangibles are still there. The skills are still there. I mean, they're talking about they haven't seen things. I heard Acho the other day talking crazy like, bro, in the Bills game, you never seen Hurts affect the game. What? Because he audibled into a draw for him? That's about it? That's where it stops? Are we forgetting the rollout and the dot that he threw to Olamide in the freaking back of the end zone? People out here picking and choosing, playing Jalen Hurts a la carte, bro. This dude is a stud. He's our star. He's our leader. People need to cool the flock out. Let this, you know what I'm saying? Let this thing ride out. Like I said, once again, handle it how you want to handle it. This is just where I seek to do it. Thank y'all for being here for this therapy. But I think Hurts still got it, man. People need to get the flock out of here with the BS. But anyway, I just think Canales, say all that to say that. If he does need a bit tuning up, Canales would be the dude to do it if we were looking for a new head coach. However, it seems to be, looking at 34-17 and 3 seasons as an Eagles head coach, bro. That's an average of 11 wins a year, dog. Is you kidding me? It's just that 1-6 is crazy. I feels like a whole other season. And if someone goes 1-6, dude, you're getting them to flock up out of here if the dude started the season like that. So it gives you a weird sense of whatever the flock happened because it happened at the end of the season. 1-6. Yeah. I mean, shoot, when you think about it, that's kind of like he started. Is this thing coming full circle? Didn't we start 1-6 his first year or something like that? 2-5? This is crazy. I'm cyclic. One of my first words on this. Cyclic. It's very cyclic. Regardless of what, we got that going on. But it seems that Nick Sirianni is staying because word around the town is that he and Howie Roseman were out here checking out other coaches. I believe it seems like as it stands right now, they're sticking with the side. It seems like Johnson is up out here. Although Jalen Hurts said, they just want to all grow together. I don't know what's going to go on. But according to SportsIllustrated.com, there's a few candidates out there that they're looking into. I heard Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator for the Chargers, former offensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Like, that's a weird one. I don't think that's something I would sign up for. Like, was that offense prolific this past season out there for the Chargers? I don't think so. I heard there's another guy out there that they're talking about is the dude, one of those dudes on the San Fran staff. Now, you give me one of those guys. I've always wanted one of those guys from that, that McVay tree, that Shanahan tree to get over here in Philly and get something going. That would be dope to have that, especially if we could keep a few parts. I mean, dude, I've even heard things like Derrick Henry getting out here. Imagine having a Derrick Henry type running back in a Shanahan type system. Doesn't seem like it makes sense, right? But I think it makes all the sense in the world. It could be flocking crazy. Just like when we thought like Nick Foles and the Chip Kelly off and that thing was the thing. Like it's the thing. Like, you kidding me? Mike Vick is perfect for that type of system. However, you throw a Nick Foles in there and this dude's winning Super Bowls. A Super Bowl, I know, shut up. Call some of what we got that going on. Clint Kubiak, the passing game coordinator for San Fran. That dude is one of the dudes on the list, according to Sports Illustrated. Cam Turner, the quarterbacks coach for Indianapolis Colts. That's a guy under our boy Shane Steichen. You know what I'm saying? If he's with him, he could drip some of that juice from 2022 back in this team. I'm all for it. Give me some of that. But the main name, I believe there were 5 names on this list. That's only Eric Bieniemy, of course. Eric Bieniemy, that would be wild. Getting a little bit of that old Andy Reid feeling back in the building. It's just a matter of how these Eagles are going to rock together. But the guy that I could see closest to probably getting over here and making this thing happen, but it would be an Eagle thing to adjust to. You used to be my head coach, and now I'm your head coach, and now you're my assistant. But Frank Reich, if we was to get Frank Reich back to fuck up in here, I believe that would be what? I don't know. Then again, I don't know. Because what has he done since he left? He was good here with D. Filippo and Peterson. Maybe they just had some magic going. What did Reich and Sirianni really accomplished together? But maybe, all of these seasons, sort of like we saw with Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn had to go through the fire a little bit. He started off hot, went through a little bit of fire, came back. He had that Cowboys defense on fire up until Sunday. Dude, people are still shooting at those dudes, man. That is the best shield us as Eagles fans could ever get, because people are just shooting at them. We just walking by, cruising, moonwalking. Shout out to Philly 500. Through the shots like ain't nothing happened. I act like Philly 500 created moon. Shout out to Michael Jackson. What the fuck am I talking about? Regardless, just moonwalking through the bullets. Like, I'm not catching anything. Like I said, a few strays from Giants fans. Like, really, y'all need to cool out. One of my cousins, she's engaged to this Cowboys fan, and she's a Cowboys fan now. It's crazy. She tried to shoot some shots. She left really whole Swiss cheesed up. I don't know. She ain't want this smoke. Oh God, why would he do that to her, bro? Why would he do that to her? I'm definitely speaking. They said forever from now on, hold your peace. I'm speaking at the wedding, bro. This is damn near spousal abuse. You're bringing this young lady in and turning her into a Cowboys fan. That's abuse. What's been going on. 30 years. Ammo. Shots. Bah, 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 bah. They're crazy, regardless of what. So you got that going on. I just hope whatever decisions they make going forward, we're riding with it. We're here for it. Let's get this thing going. Howie Roseman is the damn dog. Justin Laurie does the damn thing. These dudes know how to get things right. Not to mention one thing. And even dope note that I'm gonna leave y'all with. Because, the defense is definitely the biggest question in the offseason. We're going to be talking about that a whole lot in the coming months up until next season. Regardless, gotta get rid of that one. I don't know when did that become like a twitch click I got. We've got some things to look forward to as far as the defensive goals that we snatched up last year before the season even started. So, I hope this guy pans out for what I'm hearing around from other people, other fans, from other fan bases tell me this dude out for Isaiah Rodgers, he's kind of that dude. Not that dude, but he's like that. He's good. So, you know what? That's one thing one piece that we could possibly fill along this way, man. Bradbury, All-Pro last year. All know this season. I don't know what that guy's going to be coming into next season, what he may have been going through this season. Like, we never know with these football players. I mean, we had to find out, and I know a lot of fans out there really don't care about stuff like this, but you know, sometimes we got to input that human side of us in there. But much like we've heard from my boy Malcolm Jenkins, you think he's superstar stud over here doing the damn thing. This dude was battling depression and suicide during his career, and we looking at him like he's the top of the top. I know some of y'all be like, maybe you need some of that so that we can get us some. But no, man, and all jokes aside, you know, I don't know why my head goes to that space as far as Bradbury goes. Just something looked off. Like this dude, oh my gosh, gangbusters when he started. Hey, remember first game, INT, touchdown, pick 6. Let's go. You know, and then All-Pro season last season and this year, just like, what is going on? Could that be coaching also? This is a tougher dude than that, bro. This dude, he's known as a short tackler. Like, what happened this past season? A lot went on. But like I said, let's try and leave this on a good note. Isaiah Rodgers, come on down. I don't believe he's officially off suspension yet. I think it was a 1-year suspension, or was it? I don't think one of those things he's probably going to have to see Roger Goodell. Regardless of what, Isaiah Rodgers can't wait to see him on this field because we need a whole lot of things on that defense. Thank God we got a whole bunch of draft picks. And let's get this thing going, man. Till the next time, make it your best time. In the meantime, between time, keep it a green time. An Eagle green time, Philly green time, a killer green time, a Kelly green time. Let's flock and go, y'all, man. You know, I like to do around this time, about this time, at this time, man. It's always Eagles o'clock around here. Open your eagle eye, poke your beacon. And say it with me one time. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Let's go, y'all. Get the flock out of here.